The table below shows the number of line segments that can be drawn between a given number of points. Which expression can be used to determine the number of line segments that can be drawn between n points? Okay, we have a nice little chart, including pictures, and we're trying to find an equation that will work if we had n points. So what I want to do is find 3 of these equations that do not work for the data that we have. So let's just start with the first one. And rather than starting with this first set of data, basically this is what we have. We have a t-chart. We have, instead of x and y, we have n points and say, let's call this S segments. So when there's 1 point, we have 0 segments. 2 points, we have 1 segment. 3 points, we have 3 segments. And 4 points, we have 6 segments. Here's our data. Here are the equations. I'm going to choose, not this first set, I'm going to choose one of these down in here. Let's just go with the 3 and the 3. That way I don't get them mixed up. So when n is 3, do I get 3? And let's just bring in the calculator. 3 halves times 3. So 3 halves, oh, I need to turn it on. Let's clear this out. Second. Stop. Okay, 3 halves times 3. 3 halves times 3 is 4.5. And we were hoping for 3. So F is out. Let's look at G. Oh, this I can do in my head. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 is not 3 either. So G is out. Let's do this one. 3 squared. 3 squared minus 2 times 3. And I can either use the times button or the parentheses. And that one works. And let's try this last one. 3 times 3 minus 1. And divide that by 2. Okay, and this one works. So with this piece of data, we've eliminated half of them. We need to eliminate one of these, so I'm going to go to this next one. We'll try it. So 4 squared minus 2 times 4. And we get 8, and this says 6. So it looks like that is eliminated. But before I pick J, I want to make sure it does work. So we're going to do 4 parentheses 4 minus 1, and then divided by 2. And yes, it does work. So J is my answer. Now there are other ways to do this, and let me show you using the table. Let me just clear off some of this information. Let's put in the equation editor. 3 halves in, so 3 halves, we have to use X, and then go to second graph, which gives me the table, and we'll just check out my information and see if it matches. When X is 1, I should get 0, and so I see 1 corresponds to 1.5, so it doesn't work. 2 corresponds to 3. 2 is supposed to be 1. So obviously F does not work. Now I'm going to put in the next equation. We'll do n minus 1, so x minus 1. And do second table. And I can check my information again. When x is 1, I should get 0, and it does work. When x is 2, I should get 1, and it does work. When x is 3, I should get 3, but obviously you see right here it's 2, so that doesn't work. So that eliminates G. And now let's do H. We've got x squared. Whoops. Let's try x squared minus 2x. Second table. And we'll check the data. When x is 1, I should get 0 and I have negative 1. When x is 2, I should get 1 and I have 0. So you can see that this does not work. Now let's try our last one. X times x minus 1 divided by 2. Second table. When x is 1, y is 0. That works. When x is 2, we should get 1, and it works. 3 gives me 3, and it works. And the last one, 4, gives me 6. So J is our answer.